It's week 5 of the 2022 season. And coming up, we'll see Dalton Schultz. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Cowboys and the Rams. And it's coming up next on...
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. And just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that
it gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That's something they talked about. They knew that they had an advantage. Pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings him out.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
4 yards the pickup, first down. The Cowboys had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The numbers for Zeke from last week: 21 carries, 79 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
On second down, there's the option going left.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
23 yards, the final tally.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. And you got caught in between and created a foul.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just collectively, you both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Steps away. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. To throw is Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Out to his left. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped down each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. On 2nd down, Elliott. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 7-7, our score. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Third down.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And some room to run now. Runs over him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensued. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give up the middle to Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st down, Stafford here. That'll be caught by Cup. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Pollard to return from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. Williams now on the return. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded it. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the first and goal.
Now Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Nice run defense presented there. And what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes. No one over pursuing and making a very nice play.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Stafford. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes left side. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Well, coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West.
And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Going right back to Akers.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Finding Hilton on the slant. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised. That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
He starts with a give to Akers. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage. Turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Back to throw, Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
A broken foot limited to Marcus Lawrence to 7 games last season and only 3 sacks. And the Cowboys, they need him to get back to his Pro Bowl form. At one point in his career, he had 25 sacks in a span of 2 seasons.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Stafford. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running wide side, Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Gallup now on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And a solid run down inside the 30. 75 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.